Hello, everyone. How's it going this afternoon? Good to see you. This is Mikey of Mikey Sus 4, and today is our second of the two weekly episodes we do for Charlie's Angels. Again, we'd like to thank Miss Val Rose for her channel helping me out and being able to pick the episodes I can do in their entirety without any commercial ads and be able to give you a brief review of each movie, of each series episode, so that you guys can see for the episodes yourself, if you like, on Val Rose's channel. And also, if there are any major people that are mentioned in the episode, like special guest stars and the like and stuff. So, with that, first of all, I'd like to say a special shout out to my wife, Suzanne. Suzanne Fournier, who, without her help, this would not have been possible. I wouldn't have had the courage to do this. She is my muse. She is my mentor. She is my soulmate. She's everything. So, to my beautiful wife, Suzanne, I love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to enjoy my retirement with you and with our babies, Moon Pie and Deja Vu, and also to be able to do what I love to do now, which is stream, whenever I can stream. So I love that. This is a beautiful thing. Hello, Miss Suzanne Eckstein. Welcome. Welcome to the review today. Hello, Mikey and Suzanne. Hello, Miss Eckstein. It's good to see you. She says hello also. Okay, so today we have what is called the episode. Comes from season 4, and it's episode 24, technically. But as some of you want to say, it could be episode 23. So I don't know. That's the way I saw it in YouTube. So I'll tell you, from YouTube it says season 4, episode 23, but in the Wikipedia, it's technically season 4, episode 24. Okay. So now, one of our previous reviews we did was on Circus of Terror. Now, if you notice something, that did not have in the title either the word angel or angels in it. And there were a few episodes in the 5 seasons that Charlie's Angels ran where they never used the word angel or angels. It's really odd, I know, but there were a few. I'll mention them later, real quickly, after we go through this review. Uh, so this one is called simply Tony's Boys. Now, let me give you a little backstory that I found out. Uh, David Doyle, who plays the part of Bosley, right, in this series, this is one of the very few series that he got to basically call it in, right? He did not show up mostly in the beginning of this episode or throughout all of it, pretty much. He shows up at the very end with everybody else. That's really odd for me. So I did a check, a little digging. Did find out that he either had some personal matter or he was on vacation or something was going on. It might have been part of the writer's strike, might have been anything. But he was not in the episode until the very end. And then he shows up. He pops up. So, of course, David Doyle's no longer with us. We know that. But as you know about the history of Charlie's Angels, it started back on my birthday, September 22nd, 1976. Yeah, that's a mind blower. So the series is basically 47 years old. And I turned 58 in about 9 days. So I am officially 11 years older than the Charlie's Angels series. Isn't that weird? Yeah. So they went from September 22nd, 1976 to June 24th, 1981. As stated before, the only three people, and of the two, or the three of them, only one, I believe, is still alive. That's Jacqueline Smith, who played Kelly Garrett. Um, there's John Forsythe, who was the voice of Charlie, of course. He's been long gone. David Doyle, who was Bosley, well, of course, now he's gone. We used to have Farrah Fawcett Majors. Remember, just for the first season, I found out then, yes, she was married to Lee Majors, who was the $6 million man. She only lasted one season. Cheryl Ladd came in on season 2. She lasted through season 5. Then we had Kate Jackson, who played Sabrina Duncan. She was there from seasons 1 through 3, and then left. Shelley Hack, who we're going to talk about in this episode, was in season 4 for the entire season, and then in season 5, the last season, the role of Julie Rogers was played by Tanya Roberts. She came in and replaced Shelley Hack's character. So we'll probably talk about more about that later. But right now, in this episode, the basic plot is very simple. The angels are marked for death. They have an assassin who is, I think he's a mob guy. Yeah, he has to be a mob guy. So, this is a guy they put away at a trial. He went through 6 months of prison and then he got out. So now his only mission is to kill the angels. Well, Charlie goes outside of his agency for additional help. The additional help is in the form of Miss Barbara Stanwyck. Now notice I said that. That's exactly how her name was Miss Barbara Stanwyck. She is well known in Hollywood. Well, she's no longer with us, unfortunately. But you might recognize her from The Big Valley, television Western series she did, a lot of other movies in like the 40s and 50s, stuff like. She was grown up around Hollywood. She is what they considered a Hollywood legend, right? So in this episode, Toni's Boys, she is the head of her own detective agency, uh, and Toni is short for Antonia. So Charlie knows her very well. Has her own private home, which is a mansion. So very deluxe accommodations. She has a butler named Rolf, who you see a lot in this rather than Bosley, which is okay because he had other things to do. And then you see the 3 guys, the super sleuths, they call them in the description. And those guys are played by Stephen Shortridge, Bob Cowser, I think is the one. I'll look it up. And Bob Seagren. Now, Bob Seagren, you might recognize from the Olympics. He was a sprinter, marathon runner. Uh, he did everything with track and field, Bob Seagren. It's spelled Seagren, I believe. Yeah. And so he plays one of the boys, Toni's Boys. Stephen Shortridge plays Cotton Mather, who is one of the other ones, and then the third guy who was there. I'll get all of their names here in a few minutes. Okay, and the guy they go up against is none other than I am Robert Loggia. That's me, Robert Loggia. Yeah, well, Robert Loggia is no longer with us. Sorry, Robert, but, rest in peace. But Robert Loggia plays the mobster who gets out of jail and says, okay, I'm going to put the angels in heaven permanently. Yes. So basically, the plot is that Antonia and the boys have to keep track of the angels and protect them while they try to find the guy played by Robert Loggia. His name in this is Michael Durano. And they did use the word Mikey or Mike or Michael. See, and that's what I go by. Sometimes I go by Mikey. Sometimes I go by Michael. Sometimes I go by Mike. It don't matter. It's just my name, right? It's just a name. So I just thought it was cute that all 3 of my facsimiles of my name were used in one episode. I just thought it was so cute. And of course, this season 4, right, still had Shelley Hack that took over for Kate Jackson. You still had Kelly Garrett played by Jacqueline Smith, and I believe Jacqueline Smith is still with us. And then also, he's still with us is Chris Monroe, which was played by Cheryl Ladd. She's very more prominent, I believe, in this episode a little bit. So let's go ahead and we'll just go over the cast members here. But before we do that, I wanted to tell you again about how many times during the 5 season run that they had a title of an episode which did not include angel or angels in its title. It's very unique, and so I wanted to share that with you before I give you my rating, and of course, some of them prominent members in the episode. So let's take a look at that. Okay, now from season 5, there was a story about bodybuilders, and it was called Mr. Galaxy. So that was one of them. But if you go through all 17 episodes of season 5, you can pretty much figure out that every one of them has the word angel or angels. So that's just one example. In season 4, we do have the one I just mentioned today, Tony's Boys, with Miss Barbara Stanwyck, featured prominently, and Bob Seagram. Just waiting for it to clear here so I can tell you. Okay, so we have, Tony 23, called Three for the Money, and that was about a con man. Then in season 4, episode 22, there was an episode called Nips and Tucks, which was about a plastic surgeon clinic. Louise Jourdan, who actually was in one of the Bond films, Octopussy, is in that film. So, or in that episode. So that'll be fun to talk about when I get to that one. And then they, still in season 4, there was one called Holmes, Sweet Holmes. And that has Dick Gautier in it. And that's one of the other ones that does not mention those 2 words I told you about, which are prominent with the show. Yeah. Now, this one had 25 episodes in it. Or 26, I'm sorry. Total of 26. Now, from season 3, which had a total of 24 episodes, there was Rosemary for Remembrance. That was one episode without an angel name. Let's see. Terror on Skis. That was part 1, and part 2. That was a 2-parter. Remember, I'm just reading you the titles of episodes that did not mention the certain 2 words I said, the keywords. Winning is for Losers. That was on season 3, episode 6. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much season 3. Only 2 more to go. They're very quick, believe me. I just want to go through them real quick and let you know I did my research. Or I am doing it right now. Okay, 26 episodes from season 2. You've got The Jade Trap. That's one. Another one was Mother Goose is running for his life. Wow. There's another one called The Sandcastle Murders. Now that's a fun one. I might go ahead and do that one for next time. Then there's Diamond in the Rough. That's a good one. Hours of Desperation. Game, Set, and Death. And then, I don't know if I should do this one. Season 2, episode 14 is called The Sammy Davis Jr. Kidnapped Caper. Yes, now everybody knows that Sammy Davis Jr. was a Satanist. We all knew that. But, he was part of the Rat Pack and so on. But, I think I'll do it. If any of you wants me to review that episode, send your comments here in the chat today. I'll read them, as I always do. And then let me know. If I get at least 10 votes or more, I'll go ahead and do a future review of the episode. Okay. There is another one called Magic Fire. let's see. Yes, we already did Circus of Terror, which was fun. I love that movie. I love that episode. Poor, poor Chris Monroe getting knives thrown at her by Denny Miller, Denny Miller. But she didn't get killed. Somebody else threw stuff at her, and she almost did. So, okay, yeah, we did Circus of Terror. Okay, now we're going down to the first season, season one. Yes, it was Farrah Fawcett Majors, who was married to Lee, the $6 million man. She only did one series or one season. Okay, now there's an episode called. There were 22 episodes for the very first season. Uh, one was called "I Will Be Remembered." The other one was "Dancing in the Dark." Then there's "Terror on Ward One," "The Vegas Connection." Then there's "Dirty Business," "The Big Tap Out," "The Seance," "Consenting Adults," "Bullseye," "Lady Killer," "The Killing Kind," which again featured Robert Loggia. So Loggia was a big, huge star. Uh, you've known him in a lot of movies, a lot of TV, but he did show up in Charlie's Dice here at least twice. He might have been in there for a few more times. So let's see, Night of the Strangler and The Mexican Connection, and then the very first episode they had on my birthday, 1976, was Hell Ride. So there you go. Those are all the episodes from the 5 seasons of Charlie's Angels from 1976 to 1981. There we are. From 1981, which had no angel or angels in the title. Those were just regular title episodes. Bet you guys didn't know that, right? You probably thought that every title had those other words, but no, not all of them. Okay. And Lemon Pie. Good day, Mikey, Susie, and Suzanne. Hello, Lemon Pie. Good to see you, my friend and fellow brother and moderator. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here today. Okay, so I wanted to give you a little background today on Charlie's Angels. I hope I did that so that you guys can look forward to a lot of different episodes with different titles and different kinds of plots. Lots of fun, though. Uh, okay, so we'll go back here to season 5 and Tony's Boys. Whoops. Yeah, the show that ushered in the phrase "jiggle TV." Yeah. Okay. Now another little background story about this Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. From season 4. What am I saying? I'm not on season 5 yet. No, no, no. It'll be a long time before I get to her. You know what I'm talking about, Tanya Roberts. Yeah. She destroyed the show, in my honest opinion. But that's okay. We'll get to that for another time. Okay. So here we go. Let's go to IMDb. Da, da, da. Okay, so basically the plot is that after an attempt is made on the angels' lives, Tonya Blake, played by Miss Barbara Stanwyck, keep an eye on the employees, on his employees. Now, Blake, who likes to be called Tony, assigns her 3 boys to the case. They are former U.S. Olympic champion Bob Sorensen, that's played by Bob Seagren. Then you have Master of Disguise Matt Parrish, and then champion rodeo rider, roper, and tracker Cotton Harper. And we'll take a look at the cast and crew. Right. And Shortridge plays Cotton Harper. Bruce Bauer, that was the other name I was trying to remember. It played Matt Parrish. And then Bob Seagren, who also is no longer with us, played Bob Sorensen. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at each of the people I'm assuming are no longer with us. Okay. So Barbara Stanwyck hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Now, the other one I talked about was Stephen Shortridge, who played Cotton Harper, who was the rodeo man. And according to this, he's still alive. So that's very cool. Is the Vandals, or is that the other one? I'm trying to remember. There's Ohio Vandals, there's Idaho Vandals, and then there's another one. I think Idaho State's the different one. He was an All American. Yes, just like Sorensen, or just like Seagren. All right. So good. Steven's with us. And we'll go back here. Three prominent ones. Yeah, you could tell I stars other than the three ladies and David. And let's see. Now that I'm curious. Right, David Doyle died in 1997. So he was 68 years old. He was born in 1929. He's actor, director. He put together soundtracks for movies and TV. Yes. Here I am again. Hi. Let's see here. Yes, Mr. David Doyle. Okay. All righty. Let's see. And let's see if Jacqueline's still with us. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at. We'll look at Bruce, then Bob, and then Robert Loggia. I am. Okay. You know how things are live. Writer. He was in the movie with uh, Greg Kinnear and Willem Dafoe, and it was autofocus in 2002. That's where I recognize him from. By the way, that movie is about the life of Bob Crane, and it tells you that Carpenter, who was with him, could have killed him, but I don't believe so. I believe it was somebody else that did kill him, but Carpenter was an accomplice in it, even though he didn't directly kill Bob Crane. But anyway, the movie Autofocus is all about that. So if you guys get a chance to get that, I've forgotten that. Wow. Oh, hi. Oh, and I won't look her up because I believe she's still with us too. But there was Roz Kelly, and Roz Kelly plays a striptease owner in the episode. She played Pinky Tuscadero in the episodes with the gang from Happy Days. So, I'd probably mention her real quick. Yeah, I could do that. So three more to go. We're looking at Bob Seagren here real quick. Okay. Wow. Color me impressed. All right. Well, Bob Seagren is still alive. He was born in 19 in Pomona, California. He's an actor. He was on Wonder Woman, right? Soap, which had an early Billy Crystal, and Charlie's Angels, and he's been previously married a couple times. But he was also an athlete. I remember his name from the Olympics. I think it was the Summer Olympics that he was in. He was a long distance runner. Got two more to go. Because I'm just curious. I want to see if Roz is still alive too. It's always cool just to kind of look the. Yay! Okay, now we got one more. We got to look up Miss Roz Kelly. And, Sam O'Neill's sister's in this, Trisha O'Neill, and she played Anna Moore. So yeah, she's in there too. It's Charlie's Angels, and she did a lot of other shows and things. So yeah, but like I said, you might know her best from Happy Days as Pinky Tuscadero. So, and oh, and Roz Kelly also does a lot of Broadway. Yeah, she's a Broadway actress as well, so she does a lot of that. Wow, it's great to see you, Miss Daniel and Lemon Pie. Good to see you guys. Just when I grew up as a kid, and I was just, I'm just a young prepubescent kid, growing up in the '70s. When you see a series like this that comes on TV, you're like, wow, right? You just like, yeah, you go, huh? Now, am I actually, I was worried sometimes, but I think my mother, she said, look, the ladies are not going to go nude because even if it looks like they might, no, they won't because it's network TV and they got censors when censorship actually meant something back then. Uh, Mikey, check Discord. I will later. I will, sir. I promise. I'll check Discord. Um, yeah. So back then, like I said, watching this as a teenager and getting into the stories, and you know, and like I said, I did write to one of them. Cheryl Ladd got her picture, you know, autographed and everything. So that was nice. Um, but that's how it was back then. I mean, teens and stuff were really into this stuff. Now, this particular episode, Tony's Boys, uh, they were thinking of originally going to go with the spinoff when Miss Stanwyck was still alive, and they were going to go ahead and do. Well, thank you, my beloved lover. Yeah, and they were thinking of going to do a spinoff, which why the title was called Tony's Boys, and they were going to do their own sleuthing. And however, that didn't come to fruition because I don't know, for whatever reasons. Uh, I could do more research and I'll probably go later on that. But suffice to say, it never happened. This was the only episode that they had the four of them competing and helping the Angels and Bosley. So, and Charlie. So that, and Rolf, ROLPH, Rolf, the butler. So, like they had, the girls had Bosley, the boys had Rolf, right? The helper, yeah. So yeah, that didn't quite happen. Now remember, there was a Las Vegas styled episode at the girls' ran. I believe I might have reviewed that already. I'll have to go back and check my previous streams again. But uh, in that one, Robert Urich appeared, and yes, he did his spin-off, which was called Vegas, and that began right from that episode that he appeared in briefly for Charlie's Angels in Las Vegas. So yes, that one happened, and that one did succeed for a while. Robert Urich, who plays his own private detective, private eye detective there in Las Vegas. So yeah, and that was big, and I remember seeing that too, and that was really nice. Yeah. So anyway, this is our sixth one we've done now, Charlie's reviews. I appreciate all the 90 or 100 subscribers that have come to this channel, Mikey 64. I really do appreciate that. It means the world to us. Don't forget, I do have a first channel, which is called Warlord Fade, which has 155 subscribers to its channel, which I started back in 2008. Make sure you check out that channel as well. It's actually a part of my main subscribed channels on this one, on Mikey 64. So yeah, check that out, okay? Has a lot of great music on there. Some karaoke, which I had been doing for a while, and other things. So yeah, it's a very good channel. Check that out as well. So two channels on YouTube. And I always thank every day. I thank God every day they've never been taken down. for any reason. I don't want to have a another infraction or something happen. So all right, so that's season 4, episode 23 or 24, depending on who you talk to, of Tony's Boys. One of the very many, like it's in this case, that does not have the word angel or angels in the title. And it could have been a spin off of another series, but that never happened, which is unfortunate. And yes, we did lose two major stars from that episode later on, Miss Barbara Stanwyck and Mr. Robert Loggia. So, anyway, let's see. Okay, so we got an upcoming event, as you are all aware of by now, on this coming Friday, September 15th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing our topic time number 7, the 7th in the series that I'll be doing uh, for most weeks. I'll tell you something later after uh, that I'm going to take some time off, some personal time. So we're going to be talking about random topics, pretty much anything goes on. Oh, thank you. Lemon Pie says good color on you there with the shirt. Well, I'm glad you really like it. Red is my color. I love red. Just wear this from now on my stream on Friday. What do you think? Think so? Yeah. Okay. I'll wear it on Friday. Yeah. So yeah, for topic time number 7, we'll talk about anything. The table is open. The board is open. As many as people as I can fit. I think the most 6, I believe. So we'll have about 6 guests with both Zoe Kirk Robinson and with my friend T Down. So I think we'll let them go for the next 4 to 6 weeks while they, re- you know, refuel, and they'll be doing some cartoons, some animated stuff. So check that out. It's a question of track. They usually do that on mornings around 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, now as for myself and Suzanne, um, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 weeks off starting after Saturday, after I do Jet Nerdy, which will be on the 16th. So uh, it'll be off for 2 weeks, 14 days until about the 30th of September. Probably not starting again till around the first week of October because I need some time off. I do. I've put a lot of these out there. I've done a lot of streams, and I am getting a little bit tired. So I have to say, again, I hope you guys can watch every one of the streams I put up to this point. They've been fun, a lot of fun, and a lot of crazy moments. And yeah, please check them out. But when we get back, we'll do our next Charlie's Angels review in 2 weeks. It'll be around the first week of October. I'll just start it when it starts. Whenever the first Monday is in October is when I'll start. So whenever that date is, and we'll continue doing the reviews then on Mondays and Wednesdays at this same time, right around 3:30 p.m. Eastern is when we do that. Then Topic Time 8 won't be coming, like I said, until the first Friday in October. When that date is, I'll find out. And then later on, as we get closer, I'll schedule it, put it into the information there. And then don't forget, like, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so that you can know about these future events that are coming up for us in the future, in the next couple weeks. So this will be the final Charlie's Angels review. Like I said, at least for 2 weeks until around the first week of October. So yeah, just keep an eye out. And like I said, I'm going to play Jet Nerdy, I think, one more time this coming Saturday. And then on the 16th. And then after that, I'll probably stay away from streams for a while. I'll lurk around. I'll still be around, but maybe do in the chat or something. But I won't be doing streams for at least 2 whole weeks until October. And then let's see what else is going on. I think that's it. The only thing I'm also trying to keep track of is, of course, the writer's strike. I think that's still going on. It hasn't ended yet. So Daniel and I are both keeping track of that. He just told me that they think they're going to move Deadpool 3 to next year, November of 2024. So we'll see how that pans out. See what happens with that. Okay, so like I said, this is the Charlie's Angels review number 6. We reviewed Tony's Boys with Miss Barbara Stanwyck and Robert Loggia, along with the Angels. And in about 2 weeks, right around the very first week of October, we'll come back on the first Monday and we'll go ahead and start our Charlie's Angels review again. And I think during that 2 weeks, I'd like to find out from you if you want to leave it here in the chat or on this stream or on any of my other streams, which Charlie's Angels I should do. Like I said, check out Miss Val, VAL, Rose, ROSE. Val Rose. She runs her whole two names together, two parts of her name all together. Check out her channel. Look at all the episodes that are there. Go back over the ones I've just reviewed already in the first 6 uh, streams we've done here, the webcam streams. And then find one we haven't done yet, and then put in your vote. I'm not going to set up a poll or anything. I just want you guys to give me some feedback. Let me know what you feel is a good episode. And in 2 weeks, when I come back to check it out, in fact, you can put your votes if you'd like in the community page of our website, Mikey Sues 4, and let me know there. And I could check that out. I could take a look at it and see what you guys think. And then we'll go from there, okay? So, yeah. So, anyway, this will be the last one for 2 weeks. I'll have my topic time 7, which will, like I said, again, I'll start this coming Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is also 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 8 o'clock Mountain, and 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you guys all there, especially my wonderful panelists like Daniel and my moderator, Lemon Pie. And Miss Xteen, I hope to see you there as well. It'd be great to see you there in the chat, help us out and everything. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching me on the Angels Review streams. I appreciate all your patronage, your subscriptions, and your likes, of course, and your support. Really does. And like I said, I'll see you guys on Friday, on Saturday, and then I'm off from streams for 2 whole weeks and so until we come back. So anyway, take care of each other out there. Once again, like, subscribe, and hit the notification. Take care of your families. Take care of everyone in the world. And God bless everyone. Okay? And chat, everyone, Facebook, everyone in YouTube, everyone on the StreamYard that I know, that we know. Special shout out also to Scotty. Scotty, you're awesome. Be there for us. We appreciate you being out there for us. Dear to our hearts. So to you and your family, Scotty Halliday, you're the man. You're good. And to my parents, a shout out also. I love my parents, mom and dad. I love you. We love you. Hope everything goes well in the future months. Uh, Thank you for having me as the first of 4 wonderful kids in the family. My birthday's coming up soon, like I said, 9 days. And then in 2 years, I turn 60. I'm not ready for that. No, no, not 60. Ah. Oh, and by the way, John DeMarco, here's another beard scene. Let me know how it's coming along. Well, I'll see you at Jet Nerdy on Saturday, but let me know how it's coming along. I might do a Santa Claus this year. I've never done it before, but it might be something I might try. Um, if I do, I'll let you guys know in future streams as we get closer to December. What was the last thing? Oh, On a sad note, I'm going to mention this, and hopefully some of my classmates will see it. Um, I won't be there. We won't be there, Suzanne or I, for our 40th Paradise Masquerade reunion. Sorry about that, guys. Kelly, Vessa Roberts, I know you guys run that. I'm sorry, we can't make it this year. There's just too many things going on, and personal, and also uh, we live in a very fixed budget, so we can't. We really have to wait happen before we can take any trips to Arizona anytime soon. So sorry about that if we're not there this year. But anyway, I hope everybody is okay. Uh, I'm going to keep my Facebook list the way it is too. So there won't be changes. So I'll just leave it the way it is. Anyway, Suzanne says goodbye. I say goodbye. You guys take care of yourselves, okay? We'll see you again Friday night, September 15th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget, topic time number 7. We'll see you then. Bye, guys and gals.